Hey guys, this is Albert directly from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, known as the happiest place on earth. Alright guys, well, as I had mentioned in one of my previous videos, I needed to go out to just local bars, alright? I needed to just go out totally out of la zona norte, just to compare, okay? And I decided to go to the most famous bar outside of la zona norte. The name of it, it's La Cueva del Peludo. Okay, well, this is a very good place, all right? It has a lot of years right there, all right? They're turning 60 years. Okay, this coming June, they will have a big party right there, okay, with a lot of raffles. Free raffles, which is very important. All right, guys, well, I went there last Friday. Okay, the place was not empty. I was there around 5 p.m. Okay, the price for the beer for the customer, it's just half of what you pay in La Zona Norte. All right, just half price what you pay in the HK. So I did order 6 beers and 2 clamatos, clamato, tomato clam juice. Which, by the way, that drink, it's super popular here in Mexico, especially in the northern states. It's very common that you're drinking beer, all right? I mean, there are a few ways of drinking it, all right? So, all right, and actually I will recommend you to try it out. All right, so, well, I was kind of surprised that they had very good-looking girls right there. Not all of them, obviously, all right, but they had a lot of beauties right there. All right, we have to understand that we're not talking about of the quality of the HK, Adelita. No, that's, you will not find anything like that, or rarely, all right? You will have you will find something very close, all right? Probably a 8, 9, okay? But I don't really believe you ever will find a 10 right there, but who knows? Let me explain you the dynamic that they have, all right? So I was chit-chatting with these girls, right? I invited a few drinks right there, which as well, it's cheaper than La Zona Norte. In La Zona Norte, you pay $10 for the lady drink. And La Cueva del Peludo, you pay just $7, all right? That's what you pay. So one place you pay 7 and the other place you pay 10. Okay, well, this is something that I already knew, okay, because someone already had told me this. All right, this place of La Cueva del Peludo, it's owned by the HK. All right, this ownership, all right, it has a few years already. Next to La Cueva del Peludo, or just a few blocks away, the HK had a place, okay, called the Titanic. All right, so they had their place right there. Was the competition to La Cueva del Peludo because they were in the same area. Okay, once again, out of La Zona Norte, not in La Zona Norte, okay? So, well, they had this place, which was a very good one. It was not a typical cantina. No, it was just another strip club. I never went there, but it was popular, right? Actually, they had paid ads, all right? It was kind of common that you will see actually billboards and everything about the Titanic. But unfortunately, they had a dancing girl right there, and she was killed by another lady. Okay, it's supposedly this other lady was in love with the dancer. All right, and she killed her on the stage. All right, which was very sad. All right. Typically, when we have a tragedy happening inside of these places, all right, it's a matter of hours to have those places reopen again, okay? Or the maximum, a couple of days, probably a few days, okay? But the Titanic Club never did open again, never. Well, what the HK management did was they bought La Cueva del Peludo. All right, well, I don't know if they did just bought it or actually they became partners, but the thing is that all the girls that are rejected from the HK and some other bars in la zona norte are sent over la cueva del peludo. Okay. So as well, some girls do ask for other transfer, right, from the HK to la cueva del peludo for many reasons. Okay, because probably it's closer to their homes. Okay, probably for some reason they feel better right there. Actually, the girl that I was with was telling me that she actually loved that place, La Cueva del Peludo, in the way that everything is. All right. She told me that especially the dim lights. All right. She was telling me that she was not liking all the lighting in the HK or tropical because she worked as well right there in the tropical. All right. And she was letting me know that typically in the tropical bar, they will have full lights, all right, and right there in La Cueva del Peludo they will have low lights. Well, I got kind of confused, all right. She never had worked in the HK. She told me that literally in her face they told her that she was way too fat for working at the HK, but she did work at the tropical. And to be honest with you guys, no, she's not way too fat. She's kind of curvy only. All right, she's a young girl. All right, she's cute, beautiful skin. Okay, and basically, she was very good by working in the Cueva del Peludo instead of La Zona Norte. Okay, especially because in the daytime they do like to go out in that area. Okay, there's a SWAT meet nearby. All right, there are a few things nearby, and it's a more residential place than La Zona Norte. Okay, and some girls do like that. All right, so moving on, guys. Yes, I invited drinks to other girls right there. I had less talking and more touching. Okay, and well, the moment came. All right, I did the first girl, the one that I was telling you about. All right, I did. The reason that I had to say gracias, I see you around, was because I did ask her how much was to go upstairs. Okay, and I didn't like the answer. Right? She told me $100 for 30 minutes. All right, and I said, "There's no way, no way." So I try to make a deal with her. All right, and simply there was no way to deal. And well, I was thinking simply I cannot pay that, right? That's my whole budget, and I want to continue with this party celebration because remember, it's my month of birth. All right, so well, I did try to ask other girls, okay, and I did ask around 4 girls in La Cueva del Peludo. All right, all the 4 girls asked for $100. All right. So I didn't accept that. And then a fifth girl, which was kind of old lady, she told me $80. So I said, no way. Thank you. Gracias. See you later. All right. That's what I told her. Obviously, in a very nice way. Well, and there were more girls that I didn't ask. All right. But I knew that that was like the average price, okay? Plus the room was around $15, I was told. Well, I was kind of sad or something like that. Well, not sad, but not satisfied. So I decided to go to the bar that it's just across the street. It's called El Sinaloense. Okay, so well, I went through El Sinaloense. They had older ladies, like ladies in their 40s, 50s. Okay, young people. All right, yes, regular workers that came out from their work. All right, because you can tell that they're still wearing the uniform and things like that. This as well happened with in La Cueva del Peludo, right? So I thought, well, you know, this kind of bars are for locals in the meaning that they don't really want to have a big party, right? The La Cueva del Peludo all right, and Sinaloense, and those bars are for guys that literally came out of from work. Okay, not all of them, obviously. All right, there are groups of friends, all right, that they really want to party, and they will have it, all right, because La Cueva del Peludo, it's a great place that does offer everything. Okay, they have the private dance, all right. The basic one for jazzy song, some kind of lap dance, that's $10. The next one, it's called the VIP. That's 1,000 and some pesos. All right, like 50 some dollars. All right, and what they call the presidential room, it costs 2,045 pesos. All right, more than $100, like 110, I believe. So I thought, well, this does not guarantee that I will get lucky. All right, this does not include the trick, if you know what I mean by the trick. So it's just you're renting just a room, and I said, well, no, there's no way. All right, so I decided to go back home. All right, back home in terms of La Zona Norte. All right, I thought with those with that money, right, with those prices, all right, I can afford to go. I can afford transportation to go all the way La Zona Norte. I will have enough money to drink a few beers. Actually, I will have money to invite more drinks to the girls. And I will do the trick. I will go upstairs, all right, with a good looking paradita. Okay. And at the end, I will continue to have money to eat some tacos. And that's what I did. All right. I went straight back to La Zona Norte. All right. So I went there. All right. The very first thing that I did was to go to Las Chabelas. You know, Las Chabelas is just another room for the HK. All right. Well, and you could tell the difference of girls. All right. Right there. Yes. By entering, I saw only tens. Okay. And I just I just walked all around the place. I was walking, putting dollars here, putting dollars there. All right. I invited a few drinks right there. Not a lot, but a few. All right. Especially I was with this gorgeous girl. She actually was. This is something that typically I don't really like, and a lot of girls do this. She was showing me videos and pictures from her cell phone, but in this case, she was showing me footage, all right, that she recorded with a female, all right, with a female customer, okay. The videos were not way too explicit, but this girl, the customer, was from Germany, all right, was from Germany, and she actually got those services, but not right there at the HK. She told me a very quick story. All right, she has a male customer, and the male customer asked her if she could be with females, and she accepted, and she was so surprised that the other girl was a cutie. All right, was another 10. Well, for me, it was like 8 or 9, okay? And actually, she accepted, all right? She had a good time with the girl, and she got paid outside of La Zona Norte, right? So, actually, this girl does travel. When I go to these places, guys, I never ask, or I don't really ask for social media most of the times. So, I lost... I didn't add it to social media, right? But she was a 10, trust me. This girl was a dark hair, all right, just what you can call the typical Latina looking, but in a 10. Right after some time, I went out to the cheaper places right there in Zona Norte, all right, and I did invite a drink to this, well, a few drinks, all right, to this girl, all right, just with no experience at all, just fresh, all right, with no this type of body language of a diva, all right, just a humble girl, but very very cute girl. All right, she was very talkative. All right, we talk about a few things. So again, oh, by the way, in the HK, the prices are not lower than $100 for the trick. All right. So they tell you 30 minutes, but you know it's 20. All right, 20 minutes if you get lucky. In many cases. Okay. All right. So well, I needed to go upstairs. Was getting late, and I was running out of money. So the good thing was that we had a lot of paraditas. Well, a lot in comparison of 2 weeks ago that I went on a weekday. Okay, we had more to choose from. I already had run the street a couple of times, right? I was walking down the street and I didn't really like the paraditas right there because I was looking for something special. Because I know that you will find outstanding, good looking paraditas. Okay, so well, I guess I saw this blonde girl. I just went straight to her and asked her how much, and she gave me the price. It was only $40 for a half hour, and plus the room. All right, the room was $7. Okay, so yes, I accepted. All right, we went upstairs, and I was very surprised, guys, because this is. We have to remember that paraditas, all right, are girls that they don't really give you a good experience, or typically it varies, all right, not all the time. Sometimes they do give you a very good experience, and I have to let you know, guys, this is the hottest paradita I ever had, and this is one of the greatest services ever. She treated me like a king, all right, with more passion than the typical paradita, okay? And she was gorgeous, all natural, I could say. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I mean that body was natural, all right, was great. But the bad thing, all right, as I just mentioned, is that that half hour was not a real half hour, right? And since I knew that, all right, that they don't really give you a real half hour, all right, I had to speed things up, if you know what I mean, right? I had to concentrate and just finish my performance as soon as possible within that time, okay? So yes, as I was thinking, just on time, all right? I just ended the trick just on time. Well, and after that, she asked me for a tip, okay? Which sometimes that happens. Is not something that happens very often, but she asked me for a specific tip of $10, okay? And well, I accepted, all right? And well, I was kind of drunk by that particular time. That's why I believe I accepted, because I believe that just $40 it will be okay. But since she gave me a great service, I accepted to just give her extra $10. And she gave me an advice, all right? She told me to next time just stay all night, all right? Just stay the whole night. Others they have good rooms and everything, all right? And she told me that if I stay the whole night, all right, she will give me actually more free time. Who knows? It did call my attention that she insisted for me to stay the whole night. I mean, not that particular night, but eventually in the future, all right, she did make that recommendation for me to stay right there. All right, she told me that it's better. And yes, that's better, all right? If you stay the whole night, no one will knock on your door, all right? Because, yes, like I said, after we finish, all right, and I had that mindset already that at any time they will knock on the door way sooner than just half hour, all right? They didn't really, that was not half hour, I have to say, all right? But, you know, that's how things work, unfortunately. And probably they don't really give you a real half hour, because the cleaning guy will just knock on your door, right? The one that's knock on the door, it's a cleaning guy, cleaning person, right? So this person will knock, will say time's over, and right after you step out from the room, this person will ask you for a tip. So I believe that that's part of the main problem right there. This guy is asking you to leave. All right, so probably next time I will make sure to be clear on the front desk at what time I need to leave. All right, because it's not fair that you spend all of this kind of money and they give you less time, and that happens always. Well, after we did a step out of from that room, okay, we went together downstairs. All right, we took the elevator, we went downstairs, right, together. All right, and yes, at the main door downstairs, at the street level, she said goodbye, thank you, and she left. Okay, so it's I believe this is the first time, of one of the few times, that I actually step out together with the girl from upstairs. So I took out my cell phone from my pocket. I watched the time and was very late. Right, I was working next day. All right, so well, I was not really hungry, but something that I do when I drink, I eat before going to sleep. All right, I believe that that's good because you will reduce the hangover. All right, that's only what I believe. All right, so I ate. I just requested my Uber, and then he took me back home. And this Uber drivers always will ask you about your experience at Zona Norte, and you will share stories with them. All right, they do have some kind of crazy stories, not all of them, okay, but as well, it's this time was a guy, but sometimes it's a female, and they do kind of want to ask things as well, which is kind of funny. Okay, guys, well, right now, this is the story. From this point on, I will just repeat myself. All right, so since the month of May is very special for me because it's my birthday, okay, I decided from a few years ago to celebrate the whole May, all right, the most days possible, okay. And well, I went to La Zona Norte a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to go to a local bar. All right, I decided La Cueva del Peludo, El Sinaloense. Everything, it's cheaper. Girls are good, okay, but the reason for the one I went to Zona Norte is because to go upstairs with this girls, La Cueva del Peludo is just way, it's not a reasonable price, right? They charge just the same of what they charge at La Zona Norte, and simply that makes no sense, okay? Actually, I believe that these girls lose a lot of money, all right, because they lose volume of work, all right? If they go upstairs for a cheaper price, trust me, at the end of their shift, they will have a lot of money. But since they do charge a lot, yes, they will go upstairs once or twice. I don't really believe that they will go upstairs more than twice per night, but who knows? Especially because these bars are for locals, all right? I'm saying that these are for locals because of the music, all right? You only will hear Mexican music and some reggaeton right there. All right, well, after I decided to go back to La Zona Norte, and well, I had a great time right there because I know how things are right there, how much the beer is in the places. I have to, yes, recognize, or I have to let you know that we continue to have the same problem with the waiters everywhere. They try to get your money, all right, from nowhere. And I didn't really have a lot of trouble this time, okay. But they do, when they bring your change back, they will take all of your change if they believe it's not a lot of money, all right? But that's something very hard to decide because, I mean, probably someone will give out $5 of tip, all right, with no problem. But probably just giving $2 for someone will be a lot of money, all right? Yes, $1 will be kind of the average, or sometimes less than $1. And these guys, sometimes they don't really care. They just show you your change, and they just take it away. Don't allow that, all right? Tip them, just from your hand, all right? If you will to give them money, all right, more than just $1, all right, or all of the change that they will have in the tray. Okay, yes, take the money, do this, take the money and give the money back on their hand. Don't allow them to, yes, show you the money in the tray and just step away. The reason, if they just step away with the money on the tray, they will, this will make a habit on them, all right? So don't do that, please. Like I always say, don't do that because you're in the local market. All right, so I had a good time at the Hong Kong La Chavelas and a club that is in front of that, right in the alley. And I went upstairs with a blonde girl from Guadalajara, all right, from Jalisco, from the state of Jalisco. And well, she gave me a very, very great time right there, right? As always, they do play games, and the hotel, with the time, they always give you less time. All right, so what I was about to spend for just one chick and La Cueva del Peludo, right, was good enough to have a very good time for a few extra hours in La Zona Norte. If I will go back to the local bars like La Cueva del Peludo, El Sinaloense, and those bars, yes, definitely. Especially if I just want to get drunk and have the experience of just some kind of titty bar. Okay, I will go there, yes, well, no problem. But it will, I mean, if I really have to go upstairs, definitely I will go only to La Zona Norte. At this point, there's no point of comparison with other places. Alright guys, well, if this video entertained you, if the information on it, it's useful for you, please do me a favor, donate, as I do have the link for the PayPal account. If you're in the old-fashioned way, and if in the future you would like to send a money wire, alright, yes, a transfer, right, you may ask for my information. Alright guys, until here, thank you for watching, and we'll see you with this, a very similar story, or even way better, in May of 2023. Peace. Viva Panocha.